This is your 12-step Albums Anonymous program. First step, listen to Albums Anonymous.
Welcome to Albums Anonymous. I'm Troy, that's Ryan, and we are the co-founders of the innovative record label Permanent Records. But we also love to talk about music that is not on our record label. So today we are actually going to be talking about my favorite, or one of my favorite, Krautrock bands, Can. And specifically, the record we're talking about today is called Ege Bamyasi. And I did look it up, that it's technically pronounced Bamyasa, even though that's an I.
Okay.
I think it's a Turkish word that means, I'm not sure what it means, but it's an ochre can on the cover, as you can see. Anyways, we will also be, throughout this episode, playing some tracks from our own record label, many of our own artists, including a newly signed band called Can't.
I can't wait.
I can't either.
That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
All right. So we both listened to this recently. Have you heard? I mean, we both listened to it like very recently in preparation for this, so that we could kind of talk through this album. I've listened to it many times before. I love this particular album. I love this band in general. Had you ever heard of them before when I told you I wanted to do this album on this podcast?
No, I have not. And you know what? I really love that this is like a book club for men, but it's like an audio club for men. At least this part of the podcast is. The other part is a surprise, and it's going to be awesome. But no, I have not heard this band before, and I was playing it even more on the drive to the airport to drop my family off, and Liz said it sounded like hipster coffee shop music. She said, I don't know those were like exact words, but I feel that, but I also like it. And what I really like about it, because I'm not really a jam band guy, but what I like about it is that there's some good songs, and like there aren't like, after you listen to it, there's no like earworms or anything, you know, like it's like you just kind of feel like the grooves from the music. And I almost feel like it's like the jam band stuff, I'm understanding it more. It's like more like stream of consciousness, sort of, as like a collective of musicians.
Yeah. I think that's a very fair explanation of what this music actually is. And that I think was very intentional. If you kind of look back through the music history of this band, had you looked into any of the history of this band prior to right now?
No,
just
I
out
have
of
not.
curiosity. No. So you only heard this last album.
Yeah.
Okay. So they've got an interesting story. They're German based. Not just that their bass player is German. All of them were German. Except the lead singer, whose name is Damo Suzuki. And so they had been jamming together for a couple years, and they had found some like moderate success on like German charts and stuff like that. Always fairly to a very experimental rock and roll music. But they brought Damo Suzuki on because they happened to have been sitting in a cafe outside, and he was busking across the street, yelling at the sun and singing to the sun. And one of the leaders of Can at the time, I forget which guy it was. They all have very German names, so it's actually hard to remember exactly all of them. walked up to him and said, "Would you like to be our lead vocalist?" This just like random Japanese guy who like didn't speak any German at all and barely spoke English. And so he came on, and if you listen through this album, you'll notice like there's words that you can pick out, but a lot of it is just like improvising, like mumbling, sort of incomprehensible nonsense lyrics.
Yeah.
And so like a lot of that, I think they actually liked that it was kind of his voice that he brought into it was more like another instrument and not like a front man sort of a thing, you know? And that's kind of what their whole thing was, just this kind of cohesive jamming together sort of feel. And like kind of what you were saying earlier, one of the ways they kind of pulled all of this music together was they actually they would record for 12 hours a day, and they would literally just play over and over and over, just repeating sort of all these different melodies that they were coming up with, and then just kind of pieced it all together, like cutting the tape with a razor blade and just piecing all of that together. And that's like kind of how they recorded this album. They were recording in a castle before this.
Dope.
So they were like in some German castle when they recorded their previous album called Tago Mago, which is also really a really interesting album. But I think this album is, personally, I'd like it a lot more. And it's a little more accessible, if you can believe that, than Tago Mago.
Wow.
But it's obviously very experimental. But yeah, really, really unique band. Were there any tracks that kind of stood out to you on the album?
Yeah, there's one. Do you have the track list in front of you, perchance?
Well,
Oh
I
yeah,
have the actual vinyl.
Love it.
Right here. Let's see. The first song
I think it was like track 4. I'm thinking of
track 4 is Vitamin C.
Vitamin C. That was
Yes.
my favorite one.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead.
Probably the most accessible, as you're saying, the most kind of mainstream start of all of them. But very cool groove and just a unique sound. There's like 2 tracks on there that had like a very kind of like unique sound that I dug, a unique vibe, and that was one of them. All the other tracks had a vibe too.
Yeah,
for sure.
So yeah, it's interesting that you pointed that one out first. That song is how I even discovered Can in the first place. There was this weird movie that came out a long time ago called Inherent Vice with Joaquin Phoenix, and the opening credits to that song, to the movie, was the song Vitamin C, and it just the like what do they call it? The title of it like pops up on the first or like the second phrase when he hits the snare really hard, and it's just like just that like kind of rolling rhythmic like beat that he has. That drum beat is so sick too, by the way.
It is
like
cool.
Isn't it awesome? But they really like that. I mean, the drummer, his name's Yaki something or another.
Sounds like a
I have it here.
sauce.
Yaki Liebeseit. Liebeseit. Sorry for the Germans that I'm doing up.
Liebeseit?
Liebeseit. I think it's Liebeseit.
Yaki sounds like a hot sauce or some sort of sauce, like ketchup, or put some yaki on your food. That'd be so delicious.
Yeah.
To have like some like sausage with yaki.
Yeah. Don't yaki on my yummy.
Anyways, continue.
Anyways,
You're on a roll.
Yeah. Anyways, that like kind of that style of drumming, he kind of like sort of was the father of that type of rhythmic drumming style. But I forget what it's called. I think it's Motoric. Is that right?
Okay. I mean, borrows some influence from like the drummer from Jimi Hendrix even you know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
But this drumming. It's kind of got like some jazz influence as well, right?
Yes.
But it's like jazz, rocky, a lot of like, that kind of like.
Well, he was a jazz drummer. He was a jazz drummer prior to joining this band, and
Makes
actually
sense.
the other two guys, the bassist / keyboardist, and then the guitarist. God, what are their names? I keep forgetting their actual names. I have them right here. Anyways, I'm not going to get hung up on their names, but those guys were like classical musicians. They were like trained in classical music.
Yeah.
And so they had a very, very in-depth understanding of musical composition and stuff, and they just like got really caught up in the kind of freedom of rock and roll and just took it in a very different direction. And you could even say they like, I think there's a lot of funk influence on this album as well.
Yeah, definitely.
That they brought in. So
Lots of freedom. I've jammed like in bands that were like jam band bands, and the cool thing about it is like nobody's just like getting on your ass about every note that you play. Mm-hmm. It's like you have this flexible, freedom to play whatever comes to mind, and it is freeing. I mean, I've played in bands where, somebody's like looking over your shoulder for every fucking note, and it's annoying, and it's a bad vibe. So I like to personally bring the jam band like philosophy, even if I'm playing in a band that's like a little bit more structured.
Yeah.
But yeah, the freedom of this band, you could tell in the music, because they're doing a lot of experimental stuff with the guitars, drums, the vocalizations. It's like, it's not your mainstream thing for sure, but it's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of looking to listen to some Cant though. Are you done?
Well, we can come back to talk about the record a little bit more, but yes, we do have a new artist that I think reminds me a lot of Can, signed to our record label, Permanent Records. They're another German krautrock band.
Yeah.
A little more modern, but I would say they're probably fairly influenced by Can and this style of band anyways. So,
and what track would you like to start with?
Let's start with Peanuts.
Say that 10 times fast.
Let's start with Peanuts.
No, Peanuts. You're not going to do that?
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, here we go. Peanuts by Cant.
I'm allergic to peanuts. It's the only nut I'm allergic to. Some people are allergic to tree nuts. Not me, man, just peanuts. I can eat walnuts, almonds, cashews, and hazelnuts. It's just peanuts I can't eat. It's that the peanuts are closer to a legume rather than a nut. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm allergic to legumes. Can I eat snap peas?
You can.
Can I eat garbanzo beans?
You can.
Can I eat chickpeas? That's the same as garbanzo beans, man.
You can.
That was dope. I really love Peanuts. I mean, I can't get enough of Peanuts. I'd love to listen to Peanuts.
Yeah, you're really packing in a lot of peanuts, being able to say peanuts as much as you can, huh?
Yeah. I like Peanuts. That was good. That was really awesome. I love that.
Yeah, it's a cool track, huh?
Very inspiring. What are the influences in this track?
Well, the inspiration I think for the band Can't is they like to just sing about things that they can't eat or do.
Seriously?
So they can't eat peanuts
Oh my god.
because of their peanut allergy.
Wow.
Do you want to see what else they can't do?
I do, but there's a offshoot of Cant. Some of the guys from Cant, you should know this, but they have this offshoot band called Warm Juicy Soil. That's also a jam band, but a little bit different vibe
Okay.
of Cant. But yeah, but let's play a Warm Juicy Soil song, and then we'll play another Cant song.
Okay.
That sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
This is also influenced by Can.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. This song's called Cloud Boner.
Cloud boner, cloud boner, cloud boner, cloud boner. Everybody like cloud boner in the workplace. Cloud boner, everybody like cloud boner. Feel that cloud boner. Oh yeah, cloud boner. Cloud boner. Cloud boner. Cloud boner. Monday, Friday, cloud boner. Tuesday, Wednesday, cloud boner. Thursday, cloud boner. On the weekend, sometimes cloud boner. Pow!
Damn, that was sick.
Yeah, yeah.
What is a cloud boner?
Oh, this band, Warm Juicy Soil, likes to sing about like technology and like today's problems and stuff. So, cloud is like ChatGPT, Gemini.
Yeah, I know.
So a Claude boner is people that have a boner for Claude. It's from what I understand.
That's a real thing.
Yeah. See, I work in tech, so I could tell you that's a real thing.
People get a boner for Claude.
I mean, I don't
Or
see
they-
it normally because like
Oh,
the camera angle is usually just on their face. But I'm
when
sure
they
it's
start
there.
talking about Claude, they just get really, really excited.
Yeah,
That's-
yes,
Okay, I
yes.
see what you're saying.
Yeah, super excited, especially like C-level people and the higher ups. They got total Claude boners.
Got
right
it,
now.
yeah.
And Claude is like ripping through tech companies, and it's like the new shiny thing to have a boner about. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, nice.
Have you gotten a boner, a Claude boner?
My company won't let me access Claude yet.
Really?
Yeah, they're stupid. I'd be killing it on Claude. But I have such a love-hate relationship with AI, though. Don't you?
Do you?
Don't you? Cloud boner. So good. But yeah, I mean, I use the AI for
Yeah.
work.
I haven't
really-
played around with Claude at all yet, but I've heard good things. I've
more-
heard people talk about it in an excited way.
Yeah, it's like really good with like data apparently, but that's boring. Let's not talk about that. But I miss Peanuts. That was a really good track.
Yeah. So do you want to hear some other thing like songs from Can't
Yeah,
about things that they can't do?
sure. And what was your favorite song from Can on that album?
Well, Vitamin C definitely is the song that comes to mind for me. I mean, it's when you look them up on Spotify, that's their number one song
Got it.
by a long shot.
What's your number two?
Well, from this album, I would say the like Swan song,
Right on.
or whatever I forget what the actual name of the song is.
I think it was that.
Is that it? Sing Swan Song.
Oh, yeah.
Sing Swan Song. I think it's just a really pretty, kind of hauntingly beautiful track. I don't know. There's something about that song that makes me. It's emotional, maybe more so than a lot of the other tracks on the album. But
What track number was that?
there's the second one.
Okay, yeah.
And the first track, again, I should know these track names better than this. Pinch, the very first track. It's like a 9-minute song.
Yeah.
They started off right away with that
Just
kind of
gotta
hypnotic beat that just keeps driving through the whole thing.
Just got to pinch you to wake you up.
Yeah.
It's 9 minutes.
No, it's good.
Yeah, that's good.
I've always been very drawn to like the psychedelic side of music.
Yeah.
And these guys were kind of like paving the way. They were kind of doing some really, really unique stuff back then. I mean, this is 1972 this album came out.
Yeah. It's dope.
My version, this record that I have here, was a reprint or a repressing.
You just love
It
how,
was
how much you're like
2004
fondling that record.
or 2014 was when they repressed this one. But
So that's
it's-
okra?
yeah, that's okra
Huh.
on the can on the cover. That can right there.
Great. That was green beans.
Well, you can even see it's okra schoten.
Oh, okra schoten.
Okra schoten, which I'm guessing is okra in German.
Yeah, I got to take a okra schoten right now. Real big okra schoten.
Do you think
Come on, Troy.
do you think that the way that the lead vocalist to Can't is singing is offensive to Germans?
No.
Because I'm not actually sure that the vocalist is German, but maybe putting it on.
It didn't sound German on that one, but I'm excited to hear the next one.
Well,
What's the next one?
Let's listen to exercise-induced anaphylaxis
Thought you might say that. Exercise-induced anaphylaxis
from Can't.
from Kant. What's anaphylaxis? Or I'm going to find out.
It's an allergic reaction.
Okay, let's do this.
No exercise for me. I suffer from exercise-induced anaphylaxis. It's a real documented condition. The increase in body temperature or the physical exertion itself triggers a systemic allergic reaction. No exercise for me. I suffer from exercise-induced anaphylaxis. It's a real documented condition. Sometimes it only happens if I eat a specific food like wheat right before working out. Better safe than sorry though. Exercise for me. I suffer from exercise-induced anaphylaxis. It's a real documented condition.
outdone yourself bringing the talent to this record label.
Yeah, isn't that sick?
That is so sick. I gotta hear that one again. I'll wait till later, but I'm gonna be playing that one a lot.
Yeah, that's a good one, isn't
And
it?
the Peanuts one too. That one's fun. But that one, I mean, I learned something too. I love it. You're a smart guy with the picks of the talent.
Thank you. Thanks.
I would say.
Hey, it's a happy accident, just like the core group of Can finding Damo Suzuki. I happened to find Kant, and they were just passionate about bringing about awareness of the things they can't do.
Yeah, I love that. Where did you find them?
I can't tell you.
Fair enough. So how did they know about that condition, exercise-induced anaphylaxis?
Well, I haven't asked them, but I would assume that every time they were exercising, or perhaps lined up with after they ate wheat and then exercise, they have a reaction to that.
So are their shows like 20 minutes long so they don't break a sweat?
Well, I think they just have to keep their rhythms pretty, low tempo on,
Nope.
at least going back and forth, and
Got it. So
the Peanuts song is a high tempo song,
Yeah.
but it's like a minute long.
Yeah.
So
That's why it's a minute.
yeah,
'Cause
because
they
that's
might-
all they can.
They might pass
can
out
do.
or something. That's interesting. Man, I'm learning a lot today. You know that feeling when you learn something new and your brain's like, ooh,
Dude,
I got that.
Yeah, I see that in my students
Yeah.
pretty rarely. but when I do see it, it's
good.
special.
It is special. I remember that feeling when I taught music lessons. Okay. Warm, juicy soil, their offshoot, remember, also has another track.
Offshoot of what again?
Can't.
Oh, an offshoot of Can't. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
got it.
This one's called Stress Eating.
Stress eating, farting too much, cheesy noodles. I'm a slut. Stress eating, and I'm farting too much, but I get to do it outside in the free world. But I get to do it outside with the live with the squirrels. Stress eating, farting too much. I smell them sometimes near my butt. Stress eating, farting too much. I'm a little out of touch. I'm 40 years old. So sad. 40 years old. I'm a dad. 40 years old. 40 years old. Stress eating. I'm farting too much. 40 years old. Out of touch. Break it down now. Bang, bang, ba-ba-dum, bam, 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 ba-dum, bam, bam, ba-dum. Bam, ba-ba-bang, bam, ba-ba-dum, bam, 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 ba-dum, bam, ba-da-dum. Stress eating, farting too much. Stress eating, farting too much.
Damn, the musicianship.
I know.
I mean, that is a funky bass line.
It's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Yeah, that part where the vocalist was harmonizing with the bass was
Scatting.
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was a really cool track.
You ever stress eat?
Yeah,
Does it make you fart?
depends on what I was stress eating.
Yeah. Stress eating pasta, I found out again a couple days ago. Not a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I had a friend a long time ago who had self-diagnosed herself as being what do they call it? Gluten sensitive.
Yeah.
So never saw an actual nutritionist or anything like that. So I always made fun of her and said that it was a psychological condition for her.
Naturally.
But she like, for some reason, I forget how she actually like got it in my head that like maybe I had gluten sensitivity also because of whatever reasons or whatnot. And then I, late at night, I had eaten a large plate of pasta and then I farted and I started getting paranoid late at night after eating a lot of pasta that maybe I do have a gluten sensitivity, which would be horrible for me because I love gluten. It's like my main food group.
And tootin'.
Well, the tootin' goes hand in hand. I've always been a gassy guy. I have. I'm a flatulent
Frank.
Frady.
You're
Flatulent.
ferret.
Is it Flanston?
Flanson?
Flanson?
Yeah, that's my dog's name.
legit.
Wiener dog.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Flatulent Flanson.
Yeah. Yeah. So stress eating by warm, juicy soil. Yeah, I could relate to that track.
Which is loosely associated with can't.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the members that can play and can also play in warm, juicy soil.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
follow? Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
I mean, did Can ever do the can?
No.
Yeah. But
No, I
it's
think they
probably
were
good.
pretty good.
Probably anti-can.
They're-
I would say.
Yeah. They were the band, I mean, coming back to the actual band of Can, they were basically children of Nazis. Or at least some of them were.
Wow. Really? Damn.
I mean, if you think about the timeline of events, like they were in their 20s and the late 60s and early 70s.
Yeah.
So their parents were alive and well adults in Nazi Germany. I don't think all of them were actually like I don't quote me on any of this, but I feel like I remember doing a little bit of research in this band like a while back that at least one of the members like knew that his parents were like Nazis and like these guys were at a time in Germany where like all of the youth, it was so fresh what had happened in Germany that they were super anti-establishment, anti like everything at that time. And that's like kind of how this like Krautrock movement came into play in Germany, where it was just like they were really like very wary of any sort of government, or authoritarian, any kind of authority, not authoritarian, but just authority at all.
Yeah, makes sense.
And so they were just like, they saw this kind of rock and roll movement happening in the U.S. and they just took their own little spin on it. And I love that style of music, the really experimental side, but they like kind of have this like funk groove to it also that just like brings it all together. And like the drumming is like gets me on all of these tracks in this album. It's just feels very creative for the time, you know, like a lot of drummers since then have done things like this, but like you can't think of too many other drummers around that time that were playing the way that Yaki was, you know. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm sure I am.
And I kind of like miss like the kind of sloppiness, or I wouldn't say sloppiness, but like the potential for like just like small, minute mistakes rather in drumming. That gets just so like edited and filtered out these days. I mean, like if you're like a 1/64th off a beat, you know, they could just snap that right where they want it.
Right.
These days, I mean, they could snap anything in post, really, if you have the proper studio and miking. But there's something just kind of like human and special about like the way a drummer plays that's not quantized.
Yeah.
So like it's, you know, there's still some bands that do it, but it's very rare these days. Most bands do full quantize. Everything's kind of planned out, and I do think that kind of takes away from some of the spirit of a track. But you know, it's cool that they do it in this band Can. And like I love that adding that history as this is like a response to horrible Nazi Germany. It's like you could hear the freedom in the music that's so not like oppressive and rigid.
Yeah,
it's like
it's the opposite of oppressive.
Yeah, they're just doing whatever the fuck they want. It's freedom. So yeah, that's cool and appreciated. But now back to Cant.
Yeah, let's play some more Cant. Who again, you know, highly motivated by the music of Can. But yeah, do you want to play? There's a song called Tourophobia.
Sure. And you know, my mom, like one of the things that she would always say to me, and still does, well, when I was a kid, she would say, never say can't.
Never say can't?
Yeah, which is like saying, you know, you can do it.
I see what
if you put your mind to it, you can do it. But today we're saying can't because we're playing Can't. And so, and we've been talking about Can. And now we're going to be playing.
Well, I think there might be something to this in that the Can was so like anti-oppressiveness that Can't is almost like the pendulum swinging in the other direction, but keeping the same sort of tonality and musical freedom. But like what their songs are about is what's oppressing them, and they're just leaning into it.
Yeah.
We can't do this. And that's who we are. And so I would love to hear what Tourophobia is.
I would love to hear what that is too. I don't know what that is. Tourophobia by Can't.
Tourophobia. The irrational and overwhelming fear of cheese. While it might sound unusual to some, for those living with it, the phobia can trigger significant anxiety or even a full-blown panic attack at the sight, smell, or mention of dairy products. Physical symptoms, nausea or stomach upset, rapid heartbeat and shortness of breath, excessive sweating or chills, trembling or shaking, dizziness or feeling faint, dry mouth, tourophobia. The irrational and overwhelming fear of cheese. man. Overwhelming anxiety or dread, feelings of loss of control or a sense of going crazy. Intrusive thoughts about the texture, mold, or spoiled nature of cheese. Fear of dying or choking,
Often linked to the texture of certain cheeses.
knowledge that the fear is irrational, which can lead to feelings of shame or embarrassment. Behavioral symptoms, man. Avoidance, social isolation, hypervigilance, flight. Krautrock is often linked to a traumatic childhood experience,
Like being forced to eat it or a choking incident.
or an intense sensory sensitivity to the smell and texture of fermented dairy.
Wow. Can't not love that voice. I love that voice.
Can't
I
say
don't
can't.
know how you say that. Voice. How can you do that voice?
I don't think I can do that voice. No.
Wow.
I can't. No, I can't do it.
Yeah,
Of dairy products.
it's pretty close. That's pretty close. Yeah, did not know that was a thing. I love that that's a thing. I mean, not for the people that have it, obviously.
Yeah, it'd be hard to be a part of. It makes me wonder though what my phobia is called, if there is one for it, because if there's a fear of cheese, like all of those symptoms are straight in alignment for me, but not for cheese.
What is it?
Because I love cheese, maybe a little too much. But my weird thing, I know I've told you this before, and you've made fun of me for it before, is cereal.
Oh yeah.
Cereal gives me extreme anxiety. I can deal with it a lot better now, but as a child growing up and for most of my adult life, it makes me very, very, very uncomfortable. It gives me extreme anxiety being around cereal, just walking down the cereal aisle, but also like, yeah,
So what happened?
I don't know. I have no memory of a traumatic experience with cereal. Maybe there was, and I've just like suppressed it, and my brain just won't let me like see that whatever happened.
Yeah, or maybe you make that connection too.
Maybe my first pet choked on cereal or something. I don't know.
Or serial killers. I mean, it has that. It's just you need the other word with it, and then it's really creepy.
But I didn't even know what serial killers were at the time when I know. I mean, it was from a very young age. I can't remember a time where I wasn't like very, very afraid of cereal.
Maybe it's because of your gluten allergy. Maybe she was right. What are you doing? Texting over there?
I'm trying to find out if there's an actual name for the phobia of cereal.
You IMing?
What's IMing?
Instant messaging.
I don't know what that is.
Like AOL.
I know what AOL is.
Instant message. Yeah.
Is there a name for a phobia of cereal?
I kind of have a weird.
Well, there isn't a single medically recognized term specifically for cereal. There is one for cheese, though. Yeah, there's not.
Well,
There's not.
it sounds like you could make it up then. Dude, you could be the one that coins the term for the condition that you have.
Can I self-diagnose a term like that? Can I self-diagnose an actual psychological phobia of cereal? Am I the only person on earth that's ever had this anxiety around cereal?
I doubt it.
Probably not.
There's probably more. I think you're brave, my friend.
Thank you.
I think you're an advocate for your condition. Charmophobia. Unlucky charmophobia.
Oh, I thought you were saying that you have a fear of people that are really charming
Okay, well, maybe we need to keep on workshopping. Cheerophobia, chexophobia,
Cheerophobia would do it.
cheerophobia. I mean, there's some good cereals.
No, there's not.
I mean, like,
Can we get off of this subject, actually?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
making me very uncomfortable.
sorry, man.
That's okay.
But
That's okay.
You're brave. And if you think of a term, it's all you. You know, you get to coin it.
Yeah. That is empowering, actually.
Yeah.
Thank you. So we both agree that Vitamin C is the best track on this album, right?
Yes.
On Ege Bamyasi.
I can't.
Bamyasa. It was the first track, like I said earlier, that I ever even really recognized as Can. And then I kind of, after I discovered that track, I just went on this whole deep dive into their discography and like just history. I tend to do that when I discover like a new band that I've never heard of before. I'll just like dive in and like learn all about them and stuff like that. So I should have done more of like recalling all that, because it's been a while since I actually like dove into their history before this podcast. So I could have talked a little bit more intelligently about that. But they recorded this album in a cinema, like it was a broken down, like rundown cinema. So they moved out of the castle into this cinema. They had the last track on this album, Ege Bamyasi, the last track, Spoon, was actually a previously recorded track. I don't remember if it was on Tagamago or not, but they actually had a success. It was like a single, and it had commercial success. It was like the theme song for some German cop show or something. So they like got some money out of that. But they kind of blew it all, just like moving into this theater, and they had no more money left. So instead of getting sound foam, they didn't have enough money to get sound foam, and they needed it really badly for this because it just like was getting some terrible sound acoustics in there. They just went to an army barracks and like took like, I think it was 2,000 old army mattresses and just like nailed them up on the walls all the way around the entire cinema. And then they recorded in that space.
Damn.
All of it. And like I said, what they did, they would just like for 12 hours every day, they would just like jam. And then the bassist, I forget his name again, used just like a razor blade and would cut up all the cassette, all the tape.
Oh, the
and
bassist would do it.
just pull it all together. So it was like he was kind of the like mad scientist of like pulling together all of the different stuff that they were doing and creating what they ended up with
Damn.
all of this. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of sounds going on throughout this album, that just some weird shit that they were just playing around.
And you're
But
saying
it all came together,
Yeah.
you know. Anyway, so Vitamin C, coming back to that, there is a Cant song called Vitamin D
love it. Vitamin D.
that we could play.
But I can't.
And we do have the rights to play all of these songs on Cant.
Yeah, we do.
Hey you! You're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your vitamin D. And you're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your vitamin D. Solar urticaria, sun allergy, it's more than just a sunburn, man. Those with solar urticaria develop hives within minutes of exposure to UV radiation. Hey you! You're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your vitamin D. And you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your vitamin D.
good. That was vitamin D, but I can't. So that person can't get the vitamin D.
No,
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's a real condition also.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
It's like a vampire disease.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Pacific Northwest, pretty good
It is.
for that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Vampire
You'd be
folk.
fine here.
You talking about me or?
I'm saying if you have, what do they call it? Urticaria. Something urticaria.
Yeah.
Solar urticaria. Is that what it said?
Sounds about right. Yeah, I have some weird stuff like with the computer sometimes, and it's usually I think it might be more related to my ADHD, but like, if there's something I just like really don't want to do, it's just so stressful
Yeah.
and causes me anxiety as well. But that's like basically like my job in a nutshell. It's just like, I just don't want to do this.
You have anxiety around having to do things you don't want to do.
Yeah.
That's so weird. You must be the only person who's ever experienced that.
Ouch. That really hurts. That really hurts. Let's bring up your cereal allergy again. Or phobia. Because that
No,
would mean.
I'm sorry. That was uncalled for.
It's okay.
I've experienced that as well.
Oh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I mean, I feel bad for you that you weren't able to eat that because that's a fun cereal. There's would you try a dessert place called Milk Bar? It's like famous chef that like turns like cereal into like delicious desserts, but there's like cereal in it. Would you eat that?
I've been to Milk Bar and I've gotten some of, like, I've had the, what do they call it? The crack pie?
Okay.
Crack pie. But that's not a cereal dessert.
Okay.
Trust me, I checked before
But there were cereal desserts that you could have gotten, right?
and I absolutely would never have done that.
Interesting.
No way.
Where did you go to Milk Bar in Vegas?
No, in New York.
Oh, that's like where the original one is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, I'm jealous. I don't think I've been. I just saw it on like one of those chef shows.
Yeah, I mean the crack pie it was good. It wasn't. I wouldn't say it was like worth going out of your way for necessarily, but it was good.
But you didn't do their main thing, which is the cereal.
Well, yeah, we've been over this. I would never do that.
Yeah, there's like like if for some reason like me and Troy had a falling out, I would just go to this. There's a cereal place in Portland. You could just eat cereal. I just go there to avoid you, but.
If you just wanted to
like Troy,
make sure that you didn't have to see
yeah,
me.
it's like Troy Kryptonite. Like if you're cheating on me with another podcaster,
You could just literally go to Safeway on the cereal aisle, and I would not go down there. I
fair.
would yell at you from down the aisle.
You hear how he like?
Why did we have a falling out?
You hear how
You come out here and face me.
passionately and somberly he talked about his own condition, but when I brought up mine, he just like swept it under the rug, just like everybody else does in my life.
Well, your condition that you brought up, though, to be fair, it's not a condition. That's just just not wanting to do things that you don't want to do.
But I do it, but I react to it differently than like chores that I don't want to do, if that makes sense. It's like I feel this like stress in my arm and
Wait, so it's not, you don't get that when you have to do chores that you don't want to do?
right.
You get it only when, wait, so under what context?
So like if I'm on the computer and it's stuff that I'm just like so bored by and like
just
not
like-
mentally engaging.
Like life admin sort of stuff that you got to do. Mm-hmm. Got it.
Just like, or things that are just like, yeah, just so boring. Like I get this feeling, it's a bad feeling and it's like really stressful and like my brain, like it just doesn't really work that well. But like like normal things I don't want to do, like chores or the dishes. I don't get like that. I just fucking do the thing, you know? But yeah.
Okay.
But thanks for minimizing that and not asking further questions.
I think I've reversed my position on that well enough.
Cool. It feels good to talk about it.
So
I wonder, can you look up
That's
to
as
see
close
if
to an apology I'll get.
I'm not going to give you an apology, but could you see if my condition has a name?
Not okay. Let's look it up. Let's see. All right.
First of all, you have to like not be a dick about it when you type this in.
What about a condition that my idiot friend
This is weirdly freeing, even though he's making fun of me.
Okay, what about a condition in which someone gets anxiety around having to do something they don't want to do?
On the computer.
On the computer. I think the ... was ominous enough. That feeling is actually very common. It's the first sentence off of the surprise, surprise. Essentially, in a world where our computers are both our playgrounds and our digital shackles, while there isn't a single medical diagnosis for this, it usually falls under a few specific psychological headers depending on what's causing the friction. Technostress, just computer anxiety. Task avoidance is how it manifests. Digital fatigue, feeling drained just by looking at a screen. The other one is task paralysis.
Yeah.
Within executive dysfunction. If the don't want to do it feeling is so heavy that you feel physically unable to start, it's often called task paralysis.
Yeah.
Common in people with ADHD or burnout. I think you mentioned ADHD
Yes.
at one point. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have ADHD?
I think I do actually.
Self-diagnosed?
No. Diagnosed.
Really? Well, why did you
therapist.
say you think?
Because she only told me once or twice. Like, I am yet to like really own it.
I see.
I would say, but like it makes total fucking sense,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like probably getting worse, honestly, which is great.
Yeah.
But-
the computer provides too many distractions. Your brain knows the task is coming, views it as a threat to your peace, and triggers a freeze response.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
There's also the digital wall of awful. Whoa.
Whoa, I think I might have touched something.
Oh.
What did I do?
I think you just hit the
That was crazy. The digital wall of awful. I hit the digital wall of awful.
Did you hit something or?
Oh,
Because I'm seeing that light flicker too. That's weird.
ghost.
This is a semi-professional.
Yeah, that was way to fix that, man. Dude, that was,
All right. If you're just listening, by the way, that was not a fart.
yeah.
If it was a fart, I would own it, but my seat does that every time I sit down in it.
That was weird. Like we summoned that with that phrase.
Yeah. So if you're just listening on audio, I apologize for this freak out here, but that
Ghost.
our bright light just got super bright all of a sudden, blinded me. Anyways, back to the digital wall of awful. Coined by educators in the ADHD community. This describes the emotional barrier built up around a task. If you failed at this task before or find it incredibly boring, your brain builds a wall of shame, guilt, and anxiety. Sitting at the computer makes you face that wall.
Yes. Yes, the wall of shame. This makes total sense. Dude, you're like being my therapist right now. This is great.
I mean, I'm just pulling this off of Gemini.
You're doing great.
Thanks. I do take a lot of credit for AI.
Yeah, me too. But the digital wall, that So I do like have kind of a fear of what I put out there on the internet, which is funny because I'm doing a podcast, which is, got a lot of,
putting everything out there on the internet.
Yeah, basically. But like for some reason, the text format of doing it, just like somebody can like paraphrase your text words. And like I have a fear of them taking those the wrong way. I feel like if I do a podcast, like you get to know like the person I am at least.
If you're listening.
If you're listening through it, sure, you could like take little clips and be like, this guy's a dick.
Yeah. Which I think does happen a lot.
Yeah, it does.
Podcasters, for sure.
It does, but I'm less fearful of that than like me texting something, or putting like doing a post or something and people seeing it and being like,
yeah,
what a weirdo.
Well, it's certainly easier to find.
Yeah.
In that format. It's definitely a lot easier or a lot more difficult to like, somebody has to go through and like pick out the audio that from a format like this and take that.
Yeah.
Whereas like it's a very easy search, and
you could search through text now.
SEO and everything is like very easy to do. But anyways.
Yeah.
But I get that.
Yeah. There's more warm, juicy soil. So let's talk about that.
All right.
Yeah. I
Should
felt
we hear it
freeing for a
first?
little bit, and then probably like your cereal, like it felt like kind of stressful. And that's why I'm changing the subject.
Okay.
So
Happy to move on.
This song, so the offshoot of Can't really likes to sing about text sometimes. So this song's called AI by Can't.
All right, let's hear it.
By Warm Juicy Soil, actually.
Every day I work like AI, 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 AI. Every day I work like AI, AI. It's the time where CEOs go real hard with tech bros. They get hard with this word, and we all do the dirty work. AI, I'm a little frazzled now. 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 I'm frazzled. I'm going crazy a little bit, but I don't show it. I do good emojis at work. All hands, shiny all hands, shiny all hands. Happy face, big thank yous. AI, blue heart emojis. AI, green heart emojis. AI.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah, it was sick. That was AI by Warm Juicy Soil, an offshoot of Can't.
An offshoot of Can't, who I just discovered.
It's amazing how this podcast and this label comes together sometimes. It's just synergy.
It really is.
Do you feel this?
Synchronicity.
you feel this, audience, and Tim? Do you feel this energy between us?
To say audience and Tim is a little redundant.
Do you feel this, Tim? Do you feel this, Tim? It's like Peloton. Hey, Peloton. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
Tim.
Yeah. Give somebody a fist bump next to you.
Peloton. But yeah, it's what we got here. It's beautiful.
It is.
Yeah,
It is. We're building a family.
it is. It is. It's kind of like an incest family.
Yeah. And we're the dads.
Okay. Cool. Oh, I forgot to tell you, dude. I have this great idea for a candle company. Do you know what it's called? It's like let me describe the business a little bit.
Okay.
Manly candles. So think like a tire smell.
Mandels.
That's a good name, but that's not the name.
Okay. All right. Go on.
Tire smell, like coffee. What are other manly smells? Like
Farts.
good farts, maybe.
Good farts. Yeah.
Like your farts.
Your own farts.
Yeah.
That's a good business idea.
Your farts.
Turn your own farts into scents. If you can capture that in a jar somehow, there's something there.
I feel like that's
Sorry, didn't mean to get off track.
one that somebody else could take. But it's your idea, so
Right. Well, no, it was. Anyway, we're on your idea still. We're on your idea.
yeah. So the name of this, maybe like beef or something. Just like any kind of manly candle smells. Definitely like fire pit would be a cool one, or smoky clothes.
Yeah.
But the name of this company would be John Wick.
Oh, that's good.
Right?
That is good. Yeah.
John Wick. We might have to spell it differently or something or whatever, but
I mean,
it'd be
just
pretty
drop
sick.
the H in John.
Yeah, for sure. And I think this company would pair well with our Man Scout cookies.
Can you make the wax of the candle in the shape of a gun?
That'd be pretty sick. Yeah,
And the fire's coming out of the barrel.
or a grenade because candles are kind of
John Wick.
or wider.
Well, but John Wick's whole thing is like the handguns, right? Like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got the two
They could just be off the side of the candle.
But couldn't you see coming out of the barrel of the gun the fire?
Oh yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah. Dude, you're a visionary.
Thank you.
Man, your visual skills are impressive.
Thanks. Well,
We could make some money on John Wick, I think.
we are business partners after all.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, so I wanted to tell you about that. Oh, and I had another idea for married guys. Do you know task management software for work, like Asana and that kind of thing?
I hate
it.
task management software.
I know.
I have had so many throughout my career. I've had numerous different moments where one of my higher ups decided that this was a great idea to implement this task management software, and everybody abandons it about 3 weeks into it.
It's terrible.
Because
I hate that.
Nobody actually uses it.
It's
It's the worst. It just adds more work. That's all it does.
You're totally correct. But what about a very simplified version for married dudes and married women? Instead of Asana, a Sexa. And it's just like the 5 tasks that the guy has to do each day so that his partner wants to have sex with him. I would do it. It's
You're
mow the
checking
lawn.
them off.
Mow the lawn.
Look, babe, I checked them all off.
Yeah. Do the dishes. Check. Get the kids in bed by 8. Check. I mean, that's 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Get the other 2 done.
That last one though, for me, is tough getting the kids in bed. My kids are terrible sleepers.
I know.
And it can be hard to get them in bed
Yep.
at a reasonable time.
Yep. Little cockblockers.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, they're biologically designed to do that, to be blockers. But yeah, they definitely. That's a big hurdle for married guys, with children. Before I had children, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be like, my sex life isn't going to be affected by being married. But I didn't think about being married with children.
Yeah.
And that's a game changer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
100%.
Big time.
But they're so great. I miss them already. So yeah, warm, juicy.
For our audience, by the way, they're on a quick vacation. It's not. You said I miss them already.
Oh yeah, they're on a vacation.
I know that your kids are just like, they're coming back.
Yeah, they're coming back. They didn't leave me.
I know that.
It did sound like
I'm
that.
just saying, like, if out of context, the way you said that people might think like you have had to move out or something, but that's not the case. I'm glad to say.
Thank you. Thanks for protecting me on this podcast. This is why I feel comfortable just like spewing out whatever comes to mind, because Troy's got my back. He's protecting me. Except for when he makes fun of me just to my face, but at least it's to my face.
Yeah.
And he's a friend, So, but what I was going to say is warm, juicy.
I make fun of you behind your back. You don't even know.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Silver lining, right?
Yeah. I was going to say, though, Warm Juicy Soil has a somewhat awkward self-titled track called Warm Juicy Soil.
Oh, so, okay.
Yeah. The Can't offshoot that's inspired by Can. The album we're listening to this week, Ege
Bamyasa.
And this song, Warm Juicy Soil, let's see what you think it's about.
Okay.
Have you ever tried fucking soil? Heat it with a teaspoon of oil. Warm, juicy soil. Bum, 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 bum. Warm, juicy soil. Yeah, yeah. Boom, ba-da-da. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. You ever tried fucking soil? Heat it with a tablespoon of oil. Oh, warm, juicy soil. Bum, 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 bum. Warm, juicy soil, yeah. So juicy, 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 warm, warm, warm. So juicy, 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 warm, warm, warm. So juicy, 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 warm, 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 warm. Warm juices.
Thoughts?
Well, I'm surprised they decided to name their entire band after that.
That's a side project, man.
But it's I mean, I'll be honest, like I have, since becoming a homeowner, I have become a pretty avid gardener. I really enjoy gardening. Like that is by far my favorite part of homeownership.
Yeah.
Almost everything else about homeownership sucks. I make my own compost,
Yeah.
and I gotta admit, I get real excited about when the chemical process of composting is actually happening and the compost heats up and it literally is warm, juicy soil. I have never had any urge to fornicate with it, like it talks about in this track that we just listened to.
Just ask the question.
But I'll never not think about this song going forward when my compost is steaming.
It's a great gardening song.
It is.
Wow. I thank you so much for sharing that. This is why this is a great podcast.
Yeah.
This is
I've been wearing my heart on my sleeve today. Actually, you have too.
yeah, man. And that's what makes it this is the magic formula, you know?
Yeah.
We talk about real bands and then really great bands that are on our record label.
Exactly.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
It's the winning formula.
So after hearing all these tracks from Cant and after listening to, we didn't listen to them on the podcast, but the songs from the band Can or Can't, which do you prefer?
Well, I like both for both reasons, but
Yeah,
I
different.
mean,
They're different.
I'm pretty partial to Can't though, because it's just when you're singing about your phobias and things that you can't do, like that's really putting yourself out there. So I would say besides Vitamin C, I really like that track. I like that one better than Vitamin D.
Yes.
Vitamin D was good.
With that, yeah.
But I really enjoyed Exercise Induced Anaphylaxis and Peanuts. Yeah. And the one about cheese.
I'm allergic to peanuts.
Which I think that song should bring us out again because I want to hear that.
Which one? Peanuts or
Peanuts when you're ready.
Oh, I was thinking we would do exercise-induced anaphylaxis. Anaphylaxis. But we can do either.
I'd like to bring us out with Peanuts.
All right.
Peanuts.
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 Peanuts. Peanuts?
Yeah. Okay. It's
Peanuts.
Peanuts.
I'm allergic to peanuts. It's the only nut I'm allergic to. Some people are allergic to tree nuts. Not me, man, just peanuts. I can eat walnuts, almonds, cashews, and hazelnuts. It's just peanuts I can't eat. It's said that peanuts are closer to a legume rather than a nut. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm allergic to legumes. Can I eat snap peas? You can. Can I eat garbanzo beans? You can. Can I eat chickpeas? That's the same as garbanzo beans, man. You can.
brilliant. Now, before we go, can or can't for you?
I mean, Can is they are on the sonic frontier. They were the first, so they'll always be the best. But Can't, I think, has a very strong case to be made for. You can't just say one is better than the other. They're different for different reasons. They're similar in some ways. But I don't know. My hands are tied.
Only time will tell.
I can't choose.
You can't decide. Well, bye.
Bye.